man? Welcome back to the channel. As always, I'm your beautiful, beloved host with the corrosive toast. This is the Grim Lord. They call me Dark P. Beware the hoodie. Stop being ugly. What's going on, man? Your boy has been out and about, man. I just want to drop in and chop it up and get some Warframe going and prepare for the old piece. It's a whole lot going on in the Warframe universe. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man. I'm a mastery rank 20, I think 28, 29, and I've done a lot in the game, but on the other side of that coin, like, it's a lot of things that I've yet to discover, a lot of things that I haven't done, a lot of things that I never really got into. Like, I've been playing this game for 13 years. Like, I don't even have a, well, I think I formed it, but you know, I like haven't even really gotten into the Arcwing or like putting Forma on and really getting into the what do you call it, the necromex. Like, bro, it's a lot, it's so much going on in this game, and that's why it's been my favorite game for more than a decade. It's hard to explain, bro. You just gotta, to anybody that doesn't really know anything about it or didn't really get into it, you gotta give it a chance. It's free to download, and you don't have to buy anything, bro. You just gotta give it a chance and see for yourself. I got homies that, you know, they played it for a couple of days or maybe a week or two, and they never really focused in on one frame and took it seriously enough to build like a play style or understand the mechanics of the game and like how you do damage, how it's applied mathematically, what damage types work for certain factions, and how to stay alive the harder the enemies get, because the enemies get too fucking strong. Like, when you get up to like level, and right now I'm just speaking to anybody who doesn't really know too much about Warframe. When you get to like level 4, anywhere from 4 to 5,000 enemy level, it's rough. Shit gets pretty rough. I've only level capped a few times, and you can check those videos out on the channel. And I'm not gonna lie, a lot of people don't really care to do that. I don't care to do it because it hurts. It really hurts going up that far and getting to like level 10,000 and trying to stick around for just 5 minutes just to be able to make a video. For somebody to go, wow, that's so fire, bro. Like, the reward is just not worth the amount of work and the amount of focus and revives. But you got people out there who can stay at level cap for 5-6 hours and never leave. Like, it's just people out there that have assembled that kind of a build. If you're wondering what the fuck you're watching right now, I'm just farming some rubedo because I seem to be in a bit of a rubedo crisis because my helmet is a greedy little bastard, and along with, aside from eating several warframes, it's eating most of my rubedo. I remember when I had like 5 million rubedo, and now it's all gone. So we out here shooting dice and selling furniture, trying to get my stock back up. But I love the farming in this game. I love the procurement, the acquiring of resources and just items. You gotta build everything. You gotta, everything that you use, you have to put it together, and you have to mod it a certain way to get a certain effect. And to me, that is a layered approach that never gets old, because you always go, well, what if? And it's the what if factor that keeps this game, you know, at least in my mind's eye, at #1. And I'm talking about all games that I've ever played. People are gonna argue, they're gonna say, oh, you know, GTA, Madden, whatever. People got their favorites. This is my favorite. That's all I'm saying. It's like every game that I've ever loved put together. You know, you got your firearms, you got your melee weapons, you got superhero abilities. Then there's the lore. The lore of Warframe itself is ridiculous, bro. It's controversial, it's deep, it's layered as well. You have different emotions about certain characters. It's the character arcs in this game have been pretty consistent, and it's been also fun and wacky at times, and things have been introduced that made me go, okay, that's a new idea. Don't know whether I like it or not, but we'll see where it goes. I've had days when I've been frustrated with the game, pissed off about things, and I go, man, I'm not playing this shit today, you know. And I'll take a week here, a week there, I've gone as long as probably a year without playing this game, but consistently over the past decade, this has been my #1 game. And I play a lot of games, like my homeboy say. I got all the games. But the purpose for this video was to just, let people know. You want to mod you have to find a play style, because when I started, okay, so let me go back a little bit. When I started playing Warframe, you got to go through a few things to, it took me about a month to figure out what the fuck was going on and what I was doing and what I was supposed to do. And then I realized, okay, this is like an intergalactic power struggle. It's an arms race, and there's some bad blood between a few factions and some history there. That's the perfect storm, perfect recipe for a game that's gonna last for 20, 30 years. You know what I mean? And just probably be online forever as long as the internet exists and gaming exists. It's just that fucking good. I'm not dick riding. I don't get paid by Digital Extremes. Those people don't even know I exist. To me, the game is just that fucking good, bro. And I've been gaming since I was 4 or 5 years old. It all started with Mario. They wouldn't let me play. I had to sit and watch other people play, and it created a monster inside of me that I can't explain with words. I just wanted to play, So when I play a video game, if I can't become obsessed with it, I don't like it. And that's why I play Call of Duty, because 2009 I started playing Modern Warfare 2. I got introduced to that and I became obsessed with it immediately. That doesn't mean I became good. I just became obsessed, and I've gotten better over the years. But that's besides the point. You want to find a play style. You have to play the game for a while and then figure out what you're doing, figure out what you're supposed to do, and then mod accordingly. But when I say mod accordingly, I mean for what you want to achieve with your Warframe, with your weapons, with your builds. If you want a critical build, obviously you look for critical mods, you look for critical multipliers with your arcanes and abilities and things like that. If you want a status build, you find a Warframe that deals status damage, you go for the status multipliers and status effect procs and all of that stuff. The point I'm trying to make, bro, just to go back to my original point, I used to copy builds from people and this shit sucked ass. You know what I'm saying? I used to go watch, because I got confused for a little while. I used to go watch YouTube videos about how to beat a certain boss or how to get past a certain stage in the game without completely sacrificing my fucking foot or my soul just to get past something, or paying $30 just to get stronger. And it's like I would copy builds or copy them as much as I could with what I had, and I was miserable. For a few months I was just miserable. I didn't know how the fuck to use these builds. I would go back to the videos and always reference how to use certain things, and I would forget why the fuck I was copying certain things. And I'm like, I've totally forgotten how to use this build. It was just some shit I copied off YouTube. And then I realized how mathematically heavy this game is. It's not like fucking trig or like, but it's like some basic algebra that you need to keep in mind in terms of how damage is applied, how it's calculated, and all of that stuff. It's not like Harvard, Yale level shit, but I mean, these programmers were very intentional with how damage is applied in this game, and there are going to be bugs, there are going to be exceptions, there are going to be loopholes and bypasses and shit like that. But I just did not know that it was just broken down into a fucking science, bro, of how to kill shit in this game. And then that it confused me and it pissed me off, because I'm, for lack of a better word, dumb when it comes to algebra. I died miserably in an Algebra 2 class but some years ago, and I was like, you know what, I'm a great speaker, or at least I think I am. I think I speak well, but anyway, I would like to think that. But anyway, yeah, that kind of made me nervous, like, damn, math. But I started coaching myself into paying attention to the fucking mods I was using. I'm like, bro, pay attention to the mods you're using. Like, find something that does this. And I was like, okay, Weeping Wounds. It gives me a status chance you know, per combo multiplier. I'm a melee heavy player. I love using melee. Don't get me wrong, you need to have a primary and a secondary that can get the job done, but my play style is melee. So, which would, you know, I never used to say I had a main Warframe, but I'm pretty much a Calervo main. I'm willing to admit that. I used to be an Excalibur main, now I'm pretty much, and then I was an Ash, but there are people, I saw builds and play styles that made me go, I really don't know what the fuck I'm doing here. I need to find a Warframe that I can call my own. And even with Calervo, I'm pretty sure somebody out there has a Calervo that can do 8 billion damage or whatever the damage cap. But the build that I have, it's the way that I play Warframe. It's aligned with the way I like to play this game. So I started to ask myself, what the fuck do I want to do? Do I want to kill quickly? Do I want to survive? Do I want a combination of all those things? What types of resources and items am I after? What do I want to collect? What do I want to farm? And, you know, how am I going to exist on the market? Because there is an open market in this game. So, you know, you want prime parts, you want arcanes, you want all of that stuff. And I just thought to myself, let's start somewhere. And it all happened from there. I started going after relics. I started opening relics. I started unlocking things. I slowed down and started reading abilities and what the fuck they do, instead of just pressing a button and hoping for the best. That's how I learned how to use Necros. That's how I learned how to use Ember. And they were pretty simple back in the day, but I had what I like to call video game mind. I had video game brain. You just press a button and everything dies. Now, that happens in Warframe, but it's basically like a science to this shit. You have to know what the fuck you're doing in this game, because in the normal star chart, you can pretty much kill anything with anything. When you get to Steel Path, shit's gonna change. You're gonna walk in there with your fucking primed vigor and your fucking and your arcane blessing and all that health, that 3,000 health, and you're gonna get your fucking head knocked off. That's what's gonna happen, brother, sister, whoever. And you're gonna be like, what the fuck am I doing wrong? And you're gonna be confused. That's what happened to me. I'm not saying I want that to happen to you or that's gonna happen to you. Maybe you knew what you were doing before you started playing. I'm not saying that you don't or you didn't. But what I'm saying is, I just want to prevent that season of ineptitude, you know, for somebody that comes along after me. You know, you gotta find what it is you want to do. You know, what is it you truly desire? Anyway, yeah, it's all about finding a play style. Once you find your play style, what you feel comfortable doing, what you like to do the most, then you'll start to ask yourself questions. How do I get that? How do I attain those abilities? How do I achieve that result? And the fucking dominoes will start falling. You'll start figuring things out, and next thing you know, you'll be making fucking content and teaching somebody how to blow through level 5,000 enemies, level 10,000 enemies in no time, bro. But I just want to drop in. Let me say something about the new update. The old piece looks ridiculous. It looks amazing. These people continue to push the needle and raise the bar and the standard of what I expect from a video game. I'm always checking out the dev shorts. I'm always watching the dev streams. I'm always loving what I'm seeing. And there's always something new and exciting. The Devil's Triad's coming. Uriel's coming. The Valis Undermine has been fun. Noko is a bunch of fun. What are we getting? Gyre Prime, I think. Just the whole Prime versus regular versus, you know, all the deluxe, all the Tennocon's coming up in a few months. I love this game. I love talking about it. I love playing it. I love creating content about it. Once again, everybody, y'all please like and subscribe. Help me grow the channel. This is your beautiful, beloved host with the Corrosive Toast. Hopefully I came down from heaven and blessed y'all with another banger. And I need you, this is imperative, this is paramount. I need you to stop being ugly. But y'all be easy, y'all be smooth, man. More content is on the way. This is the Grim Lord. I'm out, y'all.